Hello, hello, hello. This is the narrator speaking, and welcome to all the listeners and watchers to Team Apex Plays Marvel Multiverse RPG. In the last episode, our most mysterious member, Mainline's origins were finally revealed when he interacted with someone who's been somewhat tormenting him from the inside out, Dr. Stasis. Now that that episode is over, we're going to hop into the next solo episode featuring our favorite hero, the most heroic character we have, I guess, uh, who goes by the name of Gray Lion and Dire Wolf, depending what costume he has on today. Uh, as I said before the last episode, all of these solo episodes pretty much kick off around the same time. So uh, it's a story that's following each individual character doing the same around the same time period. And with Gray Lion, we're going to kick off with him walking up to uh, a secret shield safe house location. Uh, and he is already uh, somewhat uh, trying to be, should I say, incognito. He has a package in his hand that contains the dire wolf costume, but he's in plain clothes right now. And as he walks up to this, what looks to be like a standard warehouse location, standing in the recesses of the doorway, he sees a pretty muscular individual who has a spear, and you can take it from here.
Hmm. That's a very familiar weapon you have there, sir. Uh, may I ask where you got it?
First of all, this meeting is not about me. My name is Agent Soon. Let me make sure you are who you say you are.
Flash my badge.
Ah, okay. Thank you. 1 second. He takes it, he looks at it, and he says, "You can go on in. Just to let you know, she's not in a very good mood today." So
Lovely.
you walk on past. Once again, this is like from the outside, it looks like a standard warehouse, but as you get on the inside, uh, you can see that a lot of the boxes and containers are kind of just a facade. As you get closer inside the area, you see a few, but not many, random shield agents, uh, basically keeping guard. Uh, and as you walk through, in between the container area, you see Miss Maria Hill sitting down. Uh, there's a shield agent that's close to her, most likely just to keep her protected. And as you walk in, she looks up and says, "Ah, who are you today?"
Hmm. Just plain Agent Harris.
Agent Aaron's, have a seat. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so you take a seat directly across from her, and she says, "Well, you and your friends have been very busy, haven't you?"
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game right now.
Is that the costume right there?
Yes, this would be it.
Why don't you put it on? Let me see it.
Uh, okay. Is there a dressing room for me to, above board, is there a dressing room for me to go step into?
You can step around the corner there. Nobody's looking at you.
Okay, so I go around and I dress in the direwolf costume.
All right. So you come back around. Oh, yeah, that's definitely Wakandan.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Aarons, or I guess I can address you as Dire Wolf. Tell me about anything that's been going on that you think I need to know.
Well, so far, some of my new associates required uh, me to do certain jobs that I may not, that I am not comfortable with to assist them in their goals. Uh, I've had to capture a young man in Chicago to assist with the removal of his powers.
Okay.
But so far, that's the latest of the things that I've had to do.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more specific. What do you mean capture a young man for the removal of his powers?
I We have information on. Hold on for a second. Above board. Am I still subject to the house slippers right now?
That's up to you.
You said that's up to me. How am I?
That means did you put him on put a setting on the slippers that would make this a private conversation, or did you leave it? It's up to you.
Do I even have to bring the house slippers in?
Well, if you want to get back into the headquarters, you would need to have them with you. If you want to leave the house slippers somewhere else, or if you want to make it a private conversation, you can do so by saying private party.
Okay. Well, before I even enter the Shield Safe House, is it possible to go back and just say, "Hey, private party"?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay. All right. So with Maria Hill, one of my associates has friends or crew that may require some protection. So they will be protecting themselves once they receive uh, power augmentations. So now the benefactor who will be performing these power augmentations requires genetic material from, let's just say, a donor, and we needed to capture the donor.
Question: are you talking about Toxidoxy?
That would be the one.
Okay. Hmm. Who did you catch?
A gentleman calling himself OG. He's one of the, I think he was one of the new warriors.
The OG. The OG. Give me 1 second. She starts typing some things into her little database there. Um, she says, are you talking about Rage?
Yes, yes, that was his previous alias.
So she backs up away from the computer a little bit. Maria Hill is a professional espionage agent. She has dealt with countless people close to her dying in the field and uh, doing different undercover missions. And um, so this is not something that, a comrade dying for whatever reason is not something that would hit her particularly hard. But seeing as the how young this gentleman is, you can see that this is disturbing her to a degree. Uh, and she looks up at you and she says, "Yeah, that's a tough one." Uh,
Yeah, like I said, the weight of the situation kind of hit me at this point.
are you going to be able to continue this mission?
Yes, despite what opportunities I have, I think whatever is going on in this situation I'm in is worth kind of having a check and balance too. I'm not sure that everybody's goals may be beneficial for the world or for anybody else. So uh, I want to continue this so we can make sure nobody's gonna create any problems that are too big for anything to handle. Uh, this time is just I guess my inexperience and kind of locking myself into a deal that I hadn't maybe thought through. It's starting to hit me.
I can definitely understand that, Agent Aarons. Here's the thing: we knew going into it that there would be some uncomfortable situations. Uh, would it make you feel better if this was not the first time that this young man had died?
It would only make me feel better if we could say that this wouldn't be the last.
Well, let's just say that there's a particular thing that this young man has been a part of that could potentially bring him back.
Okay, that's good news.
But we won't talk about that right now. Let's focus on the rest of the debriefing. Is there anything else that is top of mind that you think I need to know?
So far, uh, no, they aren't really. They haven't really gotten into anything out of the ordinary, other than I'm sure if you watch the news in New York, you've seen the situation that took place on the bridge.
Yes, it's actually been quite some time. We've been needing to talk about that. Uh, before we get to that though, do you know anything about this crazy stuff that happened in the Midwest with that shadow creature? Did that have anything to do with you all?
Yes, yes, that reminds me. Unfortunately, I was rendered unconscious when that situation started. From what I was told, one member of the team has alternate personalities, and during a mix-up due to another member of the team, known as Weapon L, Weapon L went rogue on us and was hunting certain members of the mutant community, and we went to stop him and retrieve him. In the process, the X Men's assault group the ones that call themselves the X Force. We ran into those guys, ended up mixing it up with them. And somewhere in the process, things started to go left for us. I went back to assist my teammates as I was in a different location. A group of us were in the back, a group of us were in the front of a building of the Weapon L's target. On my way to assist at the front of the building, I got sneak attacked. And from what I was told, there was this shadow creature came out of the body of one Mike Baxter, or it took over his body. I don't really understand what was going on. As I said, I was unconscious. Next thing I know, I'm waking up and there was some dialogue where we lose another member of the team who was a member of the Inhuman royal family.
Wait, wait. A member of the Inhuman royal family.
Yes.
Who is
Seems as
this?
if I'm sorry.
You mean one of your teammates is an Inhuman?
Yes.
Which teammate is this?
This is the one that was known as Breaker. He inherited the powers from Gorilla Man. And he had been posing as an adult. Certain members of the team already knew that he was a young teenager in another form. And he had asked them to kind of keep it secret until this situation where his family came to retrieve him. And I was told that the one person that rendered me unconscious was a member, a gentleman by the name of Karnak.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. That's what he does. Did you
Yeah.
even see did you even see him take you out?
No, I was rushing back to through the building, through the hallways to assist the rest of the team. And then everything went blank. Just that easy. Or just that quick.
Don't feel too bad. That's his normal mode of operation.
Yeah, one of these days I need a rematch.
Be careful what you ask for, Agent Aarons. Okay, so we have a new Inhuman that somehow made it to teenage years and we never knew about. That's
What they tell me is that he's the son of Maximus.
that's even more confusing.
Hey, this is what I'm told after I regain consciousness.
Okay, we'll start looking into that as well. So you lost him as a team member.
Mike Baxter, the would-be assassin who is also in possession of a symbiote.
Right. We uh Grant Ward has already checked in with that situation, so and above board, you already know Mike is back at this point.
Oh, okay, wasn't.
Um, so back to Victoria. She types a few things into a computer. Uh, She looked admittedly frustrated when you walked in, and now she's just thinking, shaking her head. She said, "This is exactly why we need you on this mission. Well, you and your new team have so much going on, and we need you to go along with whatever is happening and report back to us because the potential for something extremely dangerous happening is astronomical." You're saying that shadowy creature was Mike Baxter. He killed dozens of people in the Midwest in just a short span of time. So,
Yeah, we weren't aware of what he had going on in his head or the extent of his powers. He's kind of the village idiot of the team, and I guess nobody was expecting to see that.
so he didn't inform you about his powers?
We saw some of his powers. Once he got the symbiote, and he kind of worked kind of mostly with the symbiote, a little bit of his own powers, but we had no idea that he had something inside him like that. I question whether he knew he had something that powerful going on.
That's definitely a problem. I'm going to need you to be a little bit more inquisitive.
That shouldn't be a problem.
And I'm going to need you to see if you can pick up on exactly what the plans are for these benefactors. So far, it seems like you have just been running around solving each other's problems instead of actually moving forward with some grand plan.
That is the sum total of it.
Okay, well, we're counting on you.
Yes, ma'am. I will bring back as much information as I can. I'll also need somebody to kind of whip up some tracers. Maybe I can leave some breadcrumbs in some of these places to, leave to give information that may come in helpful for the future.
Maybe before we give you anything, you should try to see if there's any technology available for you at your headquarters so that it doesn't arouse any type of suspicions.
Uh, okay, will do.
At this point, we need to be very cautious with you. They know you're a shield agent, uh, and they know that we know about them. So at this point, they don't see you as a threat, but I doubt it that they are ignoring your potential to become a threat. So we need to be very careful about what you do and how you do it.
Yeah, they've voiced their suspicions on at least one occasion.
Oh, can you tell me who that was that voiced their suspicion?
Two of my associates, one being a gentleman by the name of Mainline. He uh, he doesn't give very much information about himself, and I haven't had the best of relationships with him. He's uh he's only made one r- real friend, which I don't know if you call these guys friends, but they're closer to each other. Uh, the henchman, which is a really weird name. Uh, But yeah, the henchman has gotten into some trouble in Chicago himself. Um, there's probably been a news report or two about a cop, a thug getting killed, a mansion or something getting ransacked or blown up. Nothing, that would normally hit CIA or SHIELD level, but I can tell you that it was associated with us, or not us, particularly him, which again, Rage, OG, whatever the guy's name is, this is backlash from that situation.
I see. You can see her typing away at the keyboard, and she says, "Is this?" So this gentleman is from Chicago. I wonder if this has anything to do with the leader of the New Warriors announcing that he's going back to the city.
I wasn't given that information, and to my understanding, it's not. He was just in a convenient place to be scooped up, so to speak.
You don't know how Toxic Doxy thinks. She's quite the diabolical woman.
Mm.
Okay, anything else?
Nah, that's really all I have for you at the moment.
Okay, well, let's talk about this bridge situation. You see her pick up a telephone. She says, "Okay, send them in." And Spider-Man, Silk, and Miles Morales swing around the corner.
They need to swing in the warehouse
It's the fastest way to travel. But
instead of just, casually walking around the corner.
well, they're very anxious to talk to you. So perhaps they're doing it for dramatic effect. As a matter of fact, why don't you roll a vigilance check? We'll see if you're intimidated by this entrance.
By seeing three people swing in on web lines. I
They're
mean,
very
I would think I'd fanboy before I'd.
they're very aggressively swinging towards you.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna be intimidated because this is like
What did you roll?
a 5. No, 6.
Did you add your vigilance score to it?
You know what? No, I did not.
You
Which
need
I
to
that will be.
out of combat vigilance score to
All right,
that.
let me grab my patience. Out of combat vigilance score. +3 would give me 9.
Oh, you just missed it. All right, so as you see the menacing, you notice the menacing look behind the mask of Spider-Man's on Spider-Man's face. You can tell that he's angry.
I have the
And
fearless trait. Does that help me?
fearless, you
Yes.
have the fearless trait.
Yes.
The fearless trait would definitely help you. Give me 1 second.
I probably should be intimidated the way homegirl beat me up out there.
Okay, so it means you have an edge. So why don't you re-roll your lowest dice?
All right. So what did I say? I was at 9. Um, 9 minus 1 would be 8. 8 plus. I'm at 13 now.
Okay, so as they swing in, Spider-Man is swinging directly in front of you. You can tell that he is attempting to show his anger. Or Peter Parker, who you don't know well, but of course you know of him. Uh, I don't know how you personally feel about the character, but Spider-Man, despite being somewhat small, when he's angry, he can be quite intimidating. But uh, you feel good and confident about who you are, despite some of the things that you've had to take part in, and you don't allow it to intimidate you to the point where it's affecting your decision making or your thinking process. And this is noticeable amongst the group. So Peter Parker starts things off by saying, "Explain yourself. What was that on the bridge?"
We were tasked with a mission. We were supposed to remove the or rescue the members of the Sinister Six. And yeah, um, that was part of the undercover job that I'm going on.
That's it.
Yeah, we that was what we were assigned to do. You have any other questions? I can fill in from there, but
You want to explain? How about you start by explaining why you will be rescuing Sinister Six members from the raft?
again, uh, let's just say one of the benefactors made a deal. Uh, from what I've gleaned, a deal was made that hey, the Sixers will rob a bank, and a member of the team or certain members of the team will stop them and apprehend them, give us a good showing. On the other hand, the other half of the team goes to break them out, and that's the other half of the deal.
So you see electrical energy sort of coursing through Miles Morales' body, uh, almost like he's trying to hold back from lashing out at you.
Uh, hey,
You talking about this like it's just a run of the mill everyday thing. People died that day. Did you know about the Rav guard that got his head bitten off?
I had no clue. I That was not something that I had intended or knew even knew about. It wasn't our intention to kill anyone. Uh, we were just trying to incapacitate the guards, get in the truck, and free the members to complete the mission. That's it. I didn't know. I had no clue at most of the point of the mission where some of my teammates were, let alone the wild card that would have done the act of biting the head off. I don't take it as just casual that people have died. That's not what I'm here for.
So Peter Parker Spider-Man says, "You don't seem to know much. You don't know how can you go on a mission not know someone died? Did you know that Vulture was killed that day?
No, I wasn't in that area.
So you have no idea what's going on with your team while you're going on these so-called missions? Isn't it your job to know what's going on?
I can't know what everybody is doing when the team is split. Uh, Vulture being dead had nothing to do with me. No, none of my teammates said that they killed Vulture, and it wasn't them. I'm sorry. Yes, my one of my associates did say he was complaining about the guy that killed Vulture. He was having a little bit of a petty revenge rant, saying the Emperor Goblin, I think that's what the guy was calling himself, had killed the Vulture. But other than that, I wasn't even really in the area.
Maria, what are you doing here?
Actually, this isn't her fault or really much that started off with any decision of hers.
I don't need you to protect her.
Uh, Spider-Man, I respect you, sir, but you are not my commanding officer and you don't issue orders to me. This was a situation that I found myself in, and the director has allowed me to follow through or to kind of keep an eye on potential threats. Sorry, this mixed up with some of your little rogues gallery, but I'm kind of in a situation where the cards are not always in my hand to play.
Well,
Uh,
let me inform you that whoever your commanding officer is, I don't work for Shield. I'll take all of you down if I have to.
hmm,
Maria
that
Maria
sounds fun.
Maria Hill Maria Hill says, "Okay, this is not productive. This is not how this needs to happen. Everybody calm down. Spider-Man, you've been doing this long enough to understand that not everything is so black and white." Spider-Man turns around and looks at her and he says, "Maybe for you, but it seems simple to me. It seems like you all, whatever it is that you all have going on, is resulting in people losing their lives. And I'm the protector of the city."
Well, what I have going on could happen without me, and then you'd have less than nothing. So, with all due respect, I would suggest working with me instead of against me.
And
Or
exactly what
with
and
Shield.
exactly what has your investigation uncovered so far that we should trust anything you say?
Well, further, but there are a lot of players that you don't normally interact with in going on here.
So you see Silk kind of walk up and grab Spider-Man by the wrist, and she walks up and steps in front and looks at you and says, "If you hadn't have flashed that shield badge at me, you'd be in a raft right now."
Oh yes, I am very aware, and I appreciate your taking mercy on me. It was clear that I wasn't winning that match, but I was a part of something and I needed to keep up appearances.
Okay. I hope I made the right decision.
Well, I can tell you that I'm not a murderer. I didn't commit any of those that died were by my hand. I mean, basically, you for the most part saw to that. Um, but I am working with some who are assassins and some who plain don't care, and I have no control over what they choose to do.
So Miles looks at you and says, "It sounds like you don't take any responsibility for who you're involved with or what happens on these missions of yours. My friend lost her grandfather that day, all because of what sounds like some farce of a mission.
My condolences to you and your friend for the loss. But again, I had no control. I was sent by those who are in control of the situation to the mission. I do not take this lightly. I did not intend on this. I'm the only one you have here. I'm on your side. But I found myself in a situation where I'm forced to do things that I may not approve of, even by my moral code. And I'm willing to, like I said, I'm willing to work with you and willing to answer your questions. But I'll give you the information that I have, which isn't much. We are staying. Are you familiar with the murder house? Are you
What?
familiar with an arcade?
You work with Arcade?
Yes. He was the one that set this whole thing. And so
Spider-Man, Spider-Man just turns around and looks at Maria and says, I don't know what I don't know what it is that you're doing. I understand that Shield isn't in the same capacity that it used to be in, but this looks irresponsible to me.
and what would you have us do, Mr. Spider-Man? What would you have me do in this situation where my presence may start to provide information on who and what is going on?
You just told me you work with one of the most evil assassins on the planet, and you're asking me what you should do about it?
Yeah, you seem you're the one that said this is cut and dry, black and white for you.
I take down criminals. I don't work along with them.
There are undercover cops do a lot of who do a little bad to for the greater good. You're gonna tell them the same thing? They have to infiltrate drug cartels to take down the drug cartel. But you're gonna go and tell them that they should just go in guns blazing?
He walks up to you and he puts his fingers on your chest and he says, "This is all I know. When you have great power, it comes with great responsibility. You better make sure that you're using your power in the right way, or I'll make sure that you're in jail next to those criminals that you're working with."
Time will tell. Now, if you're done not working with the guy that's trying to provide information for the good guys, I can get back to talking to my commanding officer about how she wants me to handle the situation.
Roll an agility check.
Uh-oh. Reroll. Uh, that's 8. So 14. 14. No, hold on. No, that's 8, 9, 15.
Okay. Um, and he says, "You haven't said anything that's worth listening to yet." And then he shoots you in the mouth with webbing. He says, "Maybe you should do less talking until you come up with something useful to say." And then he looks at Maria and he says, "I understand that I understand that she'll get taken down a peg or two, but you need to get better agents." Maria Hill has been somewhat quiet, surprisingly quiet throughout this whole process. And the spiders swing out. So now you're sitting there with webbing on your face. And Maria just shakes her head and says, "That could have went a little bit better. You need some help?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have a help with that?"
Yeah. Above board. You want him to tear the top 2 layers of skin off his lips?
You know, you're wearing a suit with a and you just have webbing on it. I'm pretty sure you can cut the
Take
webbing
off the
with.
mask. Okay, I didn't realize I even had the mask on. I didn't even think about that. Did I put it on all the way? Okay, so I'll just pull the mask from over my mouth or off my face completely. Okay, yeah, maybe that could have, but his righteous indignation was really getting the better of him.
She says, "Yeah, he's kind of like that. You should probably remember that most of the heroes you run into, at least while you're dealing with whatever it is you're dealing with the benefactors, will not be completely compliant with what you're doing."
I get it. The rumors I've heard of Spider-Man were that he would be more jovial, more wisecracking than that.
Spider-Man usually cracks jokes in almost every situation, but when he gets angry, that sort of goes away.
Yeah,
An angry Spider-Man is a very scary thing.
yeah, I've heard stories, uh, but I'm getting dumped on, and I'm the guy that's risking his life to report back on what's happening.
Understood, Agent Aarons. We all have our burdens. But you're doing good work, and what you're doing could definitely save way more lives. You just need to make sure that the cost is worth the reward.
Well, yeah, I'll take that under consideration.
Okay. Uh, any more information on Power Broker or Victoria Hand?
No, still kind of inconclusive. They're very secretive about their identities and sometimes can be very hard to interact with.
Neither one of them gave you any information at all.
Nope, especially not Miss Hill. She seemed very standoffish when I attempt to make contact. Power broker is just very difficult to get to. He has an office or a laboratory that hmm, yeah, he's a busy man and he's very impatient.
Above board, the way you describing these people is hilarious considering how you went about your investigation. But
Well,
okay. Okay.
yeah. Um, what did you expect me to tell? Yeah, I just walk in and ask him if he's dead. Why he ain't dead? You know what you doing alive? And neither one of them liked my line of questioning.
Okay, well, Maria Hill says, okay, well, I need you to figure out some way to find out what the actual plan is for the benefactors. Any information you can on any members of the team, any members of the benefactors uh, would be useful. Let's try to cut off some things before they happen, but keep up the good work.
Understood. Thank you, Commander.
So you can go ahead and walk on out. And you're actually surprisingly not too far from where the portal is to the base. And as you walk through that, we're going to take our break here.
I first need to put the house slippers back on, or either what is it?
That's a voice command, so that's not an issue.
Private party off.
All right. So you walk through the portal, and as soon as you walk through the portal, you see some interesting things. But we'll find out what that is after the break. All right, so you teleport back into Murder House HQ. It's still very, very early. That was a very early meeting that you all had. You don't really see anything going on around the base. What do you want to do?
First of all, kind of taking henchman's advice. I just need to make sure nobody dropped a spider tracer on me
Okay, well,
while
go ahead and, I mean, your suit. It's not very easy to put a tracker on a dire wolf suit. It's pretty one note color wise and doesn't really have any places where you could easily hide it. But you go right ahead and check it. Do a vigilance check, and I'll give you an edge because of your heightened senses. You got all types of scanners and stuff going on your person. So
uh 13 plus 3, 16.
yeah, that's more than enough to find out that there's nothing on you.
Okay.
You don't have, Yeah, you don't have anything other than some webbing refuse around your mouth area.
which I will promptly peel off
All
of my
right.
mask.
So what do you do?
I take the mask. Well, I'm not wearing the mask anyway, so I just start trying to mask in one hand, other hand grabs the wad of web matter and tries to pull it off, just peel it off.
Why why the web matter? All right. When I said what do you do, I did not mean about the webbing. I'm assuming you got that off. We're not going we're not doing all that to get the webbing off. What are you gonna do right now? I mean,
Um, I'm just gonna go relax in my quarters because that was a bit stressful.
all right. So you make it up to your quarters, as was revealed in Henchman's solo episode. Uh, Murder House is actually quite the headquarters. The gifted all reside on the fifth floor. So you head on up there, most likely using a portal because that's the main way of travel in this base. This is an interdimensional base supported by all types of weird technology that most of you all still don't fully understand, but as has been shown throughout this series, you can open a door to any door within this building except for the restricted area. So normally when you uh, call for a portal, a door will open up and that door will connect to whatever door it is you're looking to go to. And it's all connected through the house slippers that you're wearing. So you're in your quarters. What do you do?
You know what? Um, Feeling a little restless, so I am going to take. I'm just going to go. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to go and do some training. I'm going to take the dire fang, uh, my gauntlets that contain the gray lion claws, and my pistols, and go to the training room and the shield cuff.
Okay, so you just plan on training everything at the same time, huh?
Yeah,
The shield club.
or whatever it is that provides the shield for direwolf.
Okay, so uh, you're sitting in there relaxing in your room. You decide that you're going to do some training. Uh, Before you can even get to collecting all of the materials necessary, because I mean, you still have your costume with you, the dire wolf with you. Uh, the lights start flickering, and an alarm starts going off.
Okay. Just like, what the heck? I open the door and look out in the hallway.
Okay, so as you look out in the hallway, you see Dexter fighting these weird shark-looking creatures. So let me try to describe what you see in as best the way that I can. These creatures look to be about maybe uh, between 5 to 6 feet tall. They have like shark-like fins on their heads. They have claws. They have their skin looks to be somewhat rocky in texture. Um, and you can see that uh, they can both walk on all fours as well as be bipedal. So you see Dexter fighting two of these creatures, and you can see that these creatures seem to have come through the walls of the building to get inside.
Like
I'm
breaking a hole in the wall, not
either,
morphing out of it.
either breaking it or chewing through it.
Okay.
You didn't see it happen. You just noticed that at the end of the hallway where Dexter is fighting, that it appears to be some type of holes coming through the building. I would like to entertain your thoughts on this site, considering that you all don't really know much about the headquarters.
Um, you there'd be what the you know what's all the things that they put in the word bubble when they don't want to say the character curse. So
Um, Understandable.
I can't sit around to like really watch it while Dexter's in a fight.
Oh, definitely not.
So right now, all I can, I guess, what I just grabbed the spear, seeing as how I'm in the direwolf costume.
That probably makes the most sense. Oh, look at you, a dire wolf of your own.
If only
Dire,
it was.
dire cat.
Yes, he sees me here, and he's got to have some quality time.
Okay, so at this point, you hear Arcade coming through your slippers, and he informs everyone that, uh, well, the creatures that you see are attacking all over the base. Um, so just to make a long story short, there are whatever these creatures are that he doesn't really know what they are, where they're coming from, but they are getting access to a base that was designed to be pretty much inaccessible, seeing that it is interdimensional in nature. Um, Dexter seems to be doing Dexter-like things, dealing with the creatures over there, and you hear through the slippers Victoria Hand say, "I could really use some help down here."
Okay. Hey Dex, are you good over there?
As you ask him if he's good, you see Dex flip and dodge an attack and throw two quarters that bounce off the floor, off the wall, into the creature's eye and knock them both out. And he says, "Yeah, I think I can hold it up, hold out up here."
All right, I'm going to assist Miss Hill. I mean Miss Hand. MH portal me as close to Miss Hand's location as you can.
All right, and as you say that, you see the portal starting to come up, and then the portal like doesn't really fully form. It kind of shorts out, uh, and you see that the normal functions of the house slippers aren't really working. So whatever's going on is damaging the base and damaging the capabilities of the house slippers. You're gonna have to go through this building manually.
All right. Where's the closest stairwell?
Right down the right down the area that the opposite to the area of where Dexter is fighting. So uh there are two stairwells on opposite corners of the building that you can go ahead and gain access to. You're on the fifth floor, and Victoria, uh, let me double check where she is. Um, Yeah, she is in her office, which is located on the first floor. So you need to get from the fifth floor to the first floor.
Okay. Uh, I'll hit the stairwell closest to me, on my side of the building.
Okay. So as you're running to the stairwell, you see uh, close to the area another shark creature. You see exactly what's happening this time. You see like a mouth, just like it's chewing through the interdimensional energies, which is allowing it to gain access to the building. And it's doing this right in front of you, right next to the stairwell area.
Um, and take the spear and just kind of jab at it or slash at it.
Okay. Um, Go ahead and roll. Roll a melee attack.
Uh, all right, let me remove
Doja Cat.
Doja. Yeah.
Doja Kitty. At least you know your cat likes you.
Say what?
At least you know your cat likes you.
Yeah, I just wish he was a little bit more considerate of what I got going on right now.
Yeah, cats don't do consideration.
Let me try to make this roll real quick. All right, what we got? That's 9, 11 plus, what's the modifier here? 4 for a total of 15.
Okay, that's a hit. What is your melee damage multiplier?
4.
Um, the spear gives you +1.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that makes it 4. Okay. Um, and what did you roll on your marble die?
My Marvel die is a 4.
Okay. Um,
That's 4 times 4. Uh,
plus what?
huh?
Plus what? Plus your ability score.
4 times 4 plus 4 again?
Your ability score is 4.
Yeah, I believe so, if I'm reading the paper right.
Yeah, it should be right there on your damage calculator.
Yeah, then that's what it is. 4 times 4 plus 4.
All right, so that's 20 points of damage. You hear yell out the hallway at the other end of the hallway. Just go! I got it from Dexter.
Okay. Well, I run through the doorway to the stairwell, and I take the express route.
What's the express route?
I jump over the banister and just go straight to the bottom.
All right, roll an agility check.
Ugh. Should have switched. I should have switched suits.
Mm,
They
maybe.
what? They what?
Why would you need to switch suits? You have one of the best suits for running and jumping out there in Marvel.
Give me a second. I can't roll dice with the cat on the table and then he wanna hold on to the table.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure that out.
I have. Remind me, the 6. Does a 6 on the Marvel die count as one?
Nope. The one counts as a 6.
Okay, so that's 17.
All right, this is quite a simple task for you. You don't need didn't need to hit a high number. Um, you jump over the banister, take the express route down to the first floor. As you're doing so, you see a few creatures seemingly heading down from the stairwell to the bottom area of the building, and you bypass them because of the energy dampening technology in your boots. This little 50-foot drop or so is nothing. You take no damage. Uh, you just continue to go through the first floor. As you run through the first floor um, and head towards Victoria Hand's office, you see that she's kind of outside in the lobby area, and you see four of these creatures uh, that she's apparently having to deal with by herself, and you're the only one that's here. So I guess we'll be rolling for initiative.
Okay. Really? Oh, not okay. So I got another 17, and I have an initiative modifier of 3.
So that's a 20.
Dirty 20. Well, I guess that doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. It's on you.
All right. How far away am I from the first one?
Um, you're gonna have to do a dash just to get in that area from where you are.
Ugh. Okay. Let's dash.
All right. So you run on down. You run on down the road. You get close enough to see that Victoria is basically surrounded by these creatures, uh, and you've never seen Victoria in a combat situation yet, but she doesn't look like she's panicking or anything like that. Uh, she has a little some type of pistol on at the ready, and but she doesn't act first because it's not her turn. So um, one of these creatures comes up behind her and attempts to grapple her. And that's going to be a success. So the creature, despite the fact that it looks aquatic in nature, has uh, claws and opposable digits. And you see that it successfully grabs Victoria from behind. And the other creatures all attempt to do the same. So they're surrounding her and they're trying to grab her to do whatever it is that they're trying to do. Now, I need you to roll a vigilance check.
Uh, 9 plus 3 is 12.
Okay. So this is what you see. Um, Now you're seeing these creatures clearly successfully grab Victoria, but you're also seeing that as they grab her, somehow she is contorting her body in a way that she is able to escape every attempt to grab her from these four creatures. And it appears to you that she's either some type of contortionist, uh, but her body is moving in a way that you don't think a normal human should be able to move. And at the end of it, she comes out, somehow comes from the inside of the Victoria pile and lands on the outside, points her pistol and starts to shoot.
Hmm.
She's gonna use you know what? No, she was gonna shoot.
Things that make you go, hmm.
Um, all right, so let's see. All right. So she successfully is able to attack these things. Uh, they seem to be quite tough. She only does oof, she only does 7 points of damage. And now she kind of notices that you showed up. She says, "It's about time somebody came to help me." It's your turn again.
All right, so here's one difficult thing. The range on throwing the spear.
Uh, you should have that information.
Yeah, I wrote it so small that I can't read it.
Well, I don't know what you want me to do with that.
Ah,
Is that what you want to be doing right now? Throwing the spear when you're outnumbered?
okay. Can I tell her to run the opposite way? Past? Well, I tell her that. Anyway, let's do it like this. How do I have to dash again to get into?
No, you're close enough that you can get in the fight.
All right. Yeah, I'll run up and I will attempt to from range. I don't know what these things do. From what is it, one space away? I'll strike the closest one to me.
All right. Go ahead and roll a melee attack.
Hold on. 7 plus 4 is 11. So is that it?
What did you roll on your marble die?
A two.
Man, your rolls suck. All
Yeah.
right, so standing at a distance, you attempt to uh slash at the nearest whatever these shark rock creatures are. Um, but you see that they are faster than they look, and it easily dodges out of the way.
Actually, the spear gave me a +1 to the damage, but I guess that won't matter.
It definitely won't matter because he didn't hit it.
But it didn't hit it. All right.
All right, so now these creatures, uh, despite the fact that you attacked one of the creatures, they completely ignore you. They look enraged, uh, at least the one that got shot, and it charges at Victoria. It looks like it might be in some type of berserker state, and it's going to attempt to bite her. Ooh, that's not good. All right, and it successfully does. Um, it grabs, it chomps onto her leg, and with a fantastic success, and it's going to do. Going to do 44 points of damage. Ooh. Uh, and it's going to attempt uh, to basically pin her because it, with the successful bite. But once again, you see somehow, despite the fact that she looks clenched, her to be able to maneuver and rotate her body in a way that it cannot hold her as she slips free. Um, the other three are going after you, and they're all going to attempt to slash at you with their claws. Does a 16 hit?
Uh, it does.
All right. So you have 32, correct?
I have 32, which would put me at 16.
What?
Oh no, you know what? Never mind. That's damage reduction. I'm sorry. I'm getting yeah. So yeah, that and I do a reaction.
You said you what?
I said, can I do a reaction?
A reaction to what? What would your reaction be?
Shield deflection.
That is a if I'm correct, I believe that is a reaction. That's not even a reaction, is it? What does shield deflection do?
You know what? Yeah, I will have to check on that. I didn't really write that out.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, shield deflection is a reaction to an agility attack. Uh,
Okay.
it just gives trouble on agility X from an enemy attacking you. So no, that doesn't work. Um, your other options are using karma to give your enemy trouble. You can try that, seeing as you are still a hero at the moment. You got 3 karma points you can use. That's an
Okay.
option.
Uh, yeah, that's difficult.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I will use the karma and re-roll. That's just re-rolling one of my lowest dice, right?
No, that means I have to re-roll. You didn't roll anything.
Okay.
So I have to re-roll one die. Oh, it's worse now.
Okay.
Um, I remind you that do you have weird science as a origin?
No, I don't.
Oh, so then you're just screwed. Okay, so then you have sturdy two. Because this one gonna wait. All right, so all of these 3 shark-like creatures, they run and jump and dash at you and slash, and each one hits you for 16 points of damage. With the problem being that because this is a perfect success, they're actually hitting for 32 points, So you taking 32 points of damage 3 times. That's a total of 96 points of damage.
Um, looks like that's the end of our hero.
Okay. So you don't see what happens next. So Victoria pulls out, saying that you all are in dire straits with you being knocked unconscious. She pulls out something called a time bomb. She tosses it, see how where it lands. Ooh, great throw. So she targeted, basically you all are kind of close together. So she threw it right in between both of your assailants, and it goes off. Every one of these characters is frozen in time at the moment, uh, and this lasts for 5 turns. During that time, Victoria gets up, drags you to safety, and performs first aid on you. Uh, the first attempt is going to add 10 health to your character. Is that going to wake you up?
Let's see. Okay, that first hit was 32 3 times.
96 damage. You took 96 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll wake me up.
Okay. So you wake up and you look and you see Victoria helping you out. And you see what looks like all 4 creatures that look like they're suspended in air. What do you say?
Uh, my hero. Maybe we should try running.
Okay, so where you want to run? It seems like these creatures can pretty much chew through anything. Or what you could also do is take advantage of the next couple of turns and just take these creatures out, seeing as they seem to be frozen.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Well, it wait, are how many of them are frozen? Because there was the one going after Victoria that didn't get a.
All of them are frozen. She threw it. She threw it perfectly in the middle.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Yeah, let's go with that then.
all right. Well, what are you gonna do?
Melee attack.
Go ahead and roll. Uh, this is gonna be because they're all basically frozen in time. On top of uh, the target number being reduced to 10, all their attacks are going to be perfect successes. So go ahead and roll.
So that is 17 plus 4.
That is automatically a one. So
Say it again.
the Marvel die is automatically a one. It's a like I said, it's a perfect success
Okay.
automatically while they're in the frozen state.
Okay. So yeah, it's still I rolled a 6 on my Marvel die.
Okay. I mean, it's a one automatically. Okay.
Okay.
You said your melee attack is 4. I mean, your multiplier is 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be 56 points of damage. Victoria's gonna shoot, light it up. All right, you guys haven't quite taken them out. You got two more turns before they're unfrozen. She looks at you and says, "We got to hurry up and finish this out before they wake up." That's I don't think I'm gonna be able to last too much longer. So go ahead and do another attack. She'll do the same.
Uh, see, so the 12 to
You don't have to roll the marble dice.
huh?
You don't have to roll the marble dice.
Okay. Well, without the marble dice, it's 12.
Okay, so that's gonna be a hit. So you're gonna do the same amount of damage. Um, two of these things are knocked out. She says, "All right, we got to try to finish these last two. It's gonna wait. They're gonna wake up soon." Go ahead and roll again. You just got to make sure you roll at least a 10.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Pretty much 8.
You rolled an 8. Are you counting the six from the marble die?
No, uh, I did not.
Okay,
So
so
the 6 from the marble die.
so you rolled an 8. That means you hit a 10. So you're good. As you swing down your sphere, you see that, and it's funny because you can tell that the creatures are being knocked out, but they aren't moving at all. So it's like they're becoming unconscious in midair. That leaves one left. Um, and when Victoria takes her shot, uh, that's when the time kicks back in. You see the three that are unconscious just fall flat to the ground as if, I don't know, physics just started working again. The other one is looking around, doesn't seem to understand what's happening, but then it goes at Victoria, fully enraged. It's the start of the round again, it's on you.
All right. So this time I get a 1 on the marble dice.
Oh,
Uh, so that's 12, 13, 15.
so uh, as this thing is making a mad dash at Victoria, you simply uh,
Don't I get a stunt or something like that when
um,
or is
I
that
don't
the other suit?
know what you have, sir. You supposed to know what you have.
All right, I'm just saying when.
I don't know.
All right,
You,
give me one moment. Let me
well, I mean, you don't really need it because as this thing dives towards Victoria with its mouth ready to take another chomp out of her, you just simply stick your spear straight through the back of his head, and the spear goes through his mouth, uh, and it's knocked out. So you all have combat is over. She says, "Come on, let's get into my office." And so you all run towards the office, and she pulls out some type of device that appears to reinforce her surround the surroundings of the office again. Maybe it's something that's built in to help her be extra protected. And she says, I don't know if this is going to uh, keep those creatures out. It seems like they can just chomp through anything, but at least it'll give us some time to recover." So
Definitely need to recover.
you're stuck in this area with Victoria. Um, this is going to end the session unless you have something you want to say to her. Uh, I'll leave that up to you. What you have anything you want to say to her?
Uh, we're gonna end it there.
Okay. So that'll be the end of the episode. Clearly some interesting things going on, but thanks for watching. Team Apex plays Marvel Multiverse RPG. We know we're leaving you on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but that's kind of how these solo episodes go. We appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned.